Hi there. My name is Claudia King, and I'm on the ICA Board of Directors. I'm also the host of the Strong Enough podcast. September is IC Awareness Month, so I wanted to take a couple minutes to share a little bit about my journey with IC and share ways that you can advocate for IC awareness and help educate others. I was actually diagnosed with IC in 2005, just a month before my wedding. It was a really tough time for me going into this disease that I knew absolutely nothing about. I was able to lean on the ICA for support, for other people who understood what I was going through, and for recommendations of a great doctor in my area. I went from working full time to not being able to work at all with IC. A good day for me was being able to make it from the bed to the couch. But since then, I have actually run one marathon and 3 half marathons, the last of which I actually did to raise money for the ICA. I joined the board of the ICA because I wanted my voice to be heard and I wanted to make a bigger difference. It's important to me to educate everyone that I can about IC because still so many people just don't know about it. And I take the opportunity to tell every single doctor that I see about IC. So whether it's an orthopedic doctor or a general practitioner, I start the conversation by asking them if they've heard of IC and if they're familiar with it. And if they're not, I take a couple minutes to explain to them what it is and how it affects me and my life. The best story that I heard from this was from a general practitioner who I had shared about IC. He told me that the conversation that we had actually helped him to diagnose a patient with IC. And the feeling that that gave me of knowing that I helped him to make a difference in that one person's life was amazing. So your sharing your story can also help others. It can help people feel less alone, less isolated when they're dealing with the symptoms and the struggles of IC. I encourage you to share your story with at least your friends and family to help them better understand what you're going through. And I challenge you every time you see a new doctor to ask that doctor if they've heard of IC and if they know what it is. And if they don't, just take a couple minutes to share with them. That's how we can make an easy difference in letting people know about IC and spreading awareness and educating others. How else can you advocate? I know that some people aren't really comfortable sharing their story, and that's okay. What you can do, though, is talk to your doctor that you see for IC. Do they have brochures for the ICA in their office or IC in general? If not, encourage them to have those there so that other patients will be able to reach out to the ICA for support or will be able to learn more about IC for themselves or for their friends and family. You can always raise money for the ICA. Just like I did with my half marathon last year, you can do any type of event and encourage friends and family to give. We have a great platform called Run Sign Up that we use to raise money and have other people raise money as well. So if you're interested in that, all you have to do is reach out and we can walk you right through it. You don't have to run a half marathon to do that. You can do a walk, a run, a hop, a skip, a bike ride, whatever you want. You can do a TV watching marathon if you want to, which I would probably be into. You can also encourage your friends and family to share IC with others. If they know your story and are familiar with the disease, have them share it with others. The more that we can educate people and the more awareness we can raise, the less time that patients will have to suffer before getting a diagnosis and getting treatment for IC. And remember the ripple effect. Telling just one person will ripple on to another person and another person and another person. And before you know it, you've helped hundreds of people. How great would that feel? You can also join or host a support group. There are a lot already set up, and there might be one in your area. But if there's not, you could always jump in and start one. I know that's a big ask, but the ICA can help you and walk you through that and give you some tips and tricks on what to do. And right now, it could even be virtual. So all you'd have to do is jump in a Zoom and help others, support others, share your stories. Just remember to try to keep it positive. Sometimes when we talk about IC, it's easy to focus on the negative. It's easy for us to get drawn down with everything that we're suffering through. Encourage others to try to remain positive. Try to focus on the things that make them happy versus the things that they're struggling with. It will help all of you to be happier and healthier. You can also join the ICA board. That's a great way that you can have an impact on the research that's happening for IC, the funding that comes in for IC, and the programs that we do to support patients. If you want to join the board, all you have to do is contact the ICA. We do have openings right now. I hope this helped you out a little bit. I'm excited for you to try some of the tips on how you can raise awareness on IC and how you can educate others. And I would love to hear what you do and how it works for you.